We're providing that best experience for the farmer, not only for shows, but through all aspects of our business. Our team really cares.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Aaron Putsey, and we're coming to you from a very busy and from a very active Beck's Field Day outside of Colfax, Iowa, and I'm visiting with Scott Beck. Scott serves as president of Beck's Hybrid. And first of all, Scott, welcome to Iowa, and let's start with kind of a macro view right now. What's the mood of farmers? What are you hearing from farmers as you do your field days across the Midwest?
Yeah, so July and August are very busy with us, interacting with our dealers in July, and then dealers and farmers at our shows in August. And we're hearing a lot of optimism. You know, there's certainly pockets where the hot, dry weather early in the season, it's still prevalent, but I think more widespread in terms of attitudes are the appreciation for the rainfall that the many areas have gotten, and particularly here in August now, rains make soybeans in August.
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of optimism.
You know, that's why we celebrate Soybean Month in Iowa every August, because of how important the month is for that soybean crop. As you think about those things that farmers can do to maybe put more soybeans in the bin and more soybeans to market, what is that one or two things, Scott, that a farmer can do to really boost or at least drive the potential for increased soybean production?
The practical farm research that we do, that we make available to any farmer and don't have to be a customer, would be a number one resource I would go to, because it's unbiased, it's in multiple states, and it's not only soybeans but corn as well. We're able to hone in on what we call PFR proven practices or products. That's when we've done at least 3 years of testing, and that product or that practice has proven to have a positive return on investment. It's a great resource for farmers to learn from, and they may be looking for what their next step is in raising soybean yields, and they'll find a practice or a product in there that they're not using. It's a great resource. We do over 100 different studies a year, multiple locations, and farmers can find answers.
What stands out in terms of how the soybean industry has evolved over those years, where maybe looking back you're like, okay, we thought this would be something maybe new and novel, and now this is just baked in the cake, so to speak, from an industry standpoint?
We have so many more tools and options now. In our system, we've got both the Enlist E3 and Roundup Ready Extend Flex. And we see in the pipeline Extend Flex, bringing in 2,4-D tolerance in 2026, 2027. So those types of tools are really important for soybean farmers. We've seen what Roundup did for clean soybean fields. That's going to continue to be an important part of soybean production, is the ability to control weeds.
Last question, you've got a lot of responsibility, president of a company that's growing and maturing and expanding quite rapidly. What still drives you?
As long as we're able to continue to attract the people that share our values and love to work with farmers, it's really fun. The team that is here, a day or two ahead of time, and sometimes dealing with weather issues, or they innovate, they adapt, they overcome. They make decisions so that we're providing that best experience for the farmer, and that goes in not only for shows but through all aspects of our business. Our team really cares.
As we like to note at Iowa Soybean, it truly is always about people and not necessarily the projects or the products or the activities. And I think it's that focus that makes for a great partnership too. Thanks for all you've done for Iowa Soybean Association this year and for our partnership, Scott. We appreciate it. Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Aaron Putsey.
Everything starts with the land. We really respect farmers.
There's nothing that we cannot help a client with. The brokerage, the management, the appraisal, and the investment are four pillars that really go so well together.
We work with a lot of really great people working incredibly hard to provide for their families, their community, and the country.